watching HW News. This is me, Anusha. So, a group of European Union MPs visited Jammu and Kashmir with the opposition raising question about foreign lawmakers being allowed in the state when the Indian political leaders, on the other hand, were restricted or turned away from the Jammu and Kashmir airport. Well, this is the first such international visit since the Modi government ended special status to Jammu and Kashmir on August 5th. So the EU lawmakers met Prime Minister Modi yesterday. 4 of the 27 lawmakers have dropped out of the Kashmir visit amid the opposition's backlash. Now these lawmakers are mainly from far-right parties and only 3 of these 27 MPs belong to the Liberal parties. And all of them have visited India in their own capacity, the private capacity. Now, addressing a press conference on the last day of their 2 days visit to the valley, the group of 23 members spoke on a lot of matters and extended their support to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Meanwhile, one of the EU members, Nicholas Fest, had said and even urged the Modi government to allow opposition parties to visit Kashmir too. Now, moving on, have a look at what the EU lawmakers has to say at the press meet.
Times for transportation. I was in India because I was High Representative in 2009 and 2010, High Representative of France for Afghanistan and Pakistan. And last time I was in India because I was elected for the French who live abroad, and I was the members of parliament elected in national parliament for the French who live in Asia. And as you know, we have many French citizens in Pondicherry, Karikal. That's why when I heard in the press or when I read it, this person doesn't know in India. Of course, I'm not specialist in India, but I don't go just for that. I repeat, I was, I think, nearly 20 times and in Tamil Nadu, in Bangalore, in Chennai, or in Mumbai, or in Delhi. I was many times the last time. So again, I'm not here, like all my colleagues from European Parliament, to interfere in Indian politics. My target is first to have an information about the situation because as responsible of politics I read many things about Kashmir, and even if this travel is short, it's a good opportunity to have some information about the subject. And I'm here because I know how terrorism can destroy a country. I remember when I was in Afghanistan, last month I was in Syria, and I know that the terrorism now is a world problem. It's a problem of France, it's a problem of Europe, it's a problem of world, and I don't want Kashmir become the second Afghanistan. And for me it was occasion to have information about, I repeat, what's happened in Kashmir, and never forget that if a war is finishing, if the situation is nearly finishing, it's not finishing in Middle East, the international of terrorism can find a new place in the future. And I think it's not your interest, it's not the interest of the world that the new place for the terrorism became Kashmir. And to finish, I was here, I told you to have some information. During these days we have information about, of course, the public administration, of course the public with information about army, and of course we had very interesting discussion yesterday afternoon with some responsible of civil society who was involved in association, who was involved in the normal life. And what was this message? Maybe it was the most interesting because it was from the heart. What these people said, they said, we just want to be Indian, we are Indian citizens and we want to be Indian like all the other Indian citizens. We want to have a development like other parts of the country, and we hope that this change of status will be occasion for our region to be a better level of development, better level for my young to go to school, better level for my mother to go in hospital, and that's all.
Variety from different corners of Europe. I'm a Liberal member of the Parliament from Europe. So we are here to find facts, to find out. We are your friends. We want to know, can we help? How can we support? How can we improve the situation? And that is the purpose for coming to find out. Yesterday, my colleagues have mentioned we had fascinating meetings with representatives of civil society. I was privileged to talk to quite a lot of people. There wasn't enough time. I talked to teachers. They were very interesting about their schools. And one man told me that there was too much corruption in India and Kashmir. Too much when money comes from central government, it doesn't always reach the project, or enough of it. It seems to disappear somewhere into the system. So nothing is perfect in life, but we're here to get facts and information, and it's been an excellent visit and very well organized.
We are here because we'd like to compare stereotypes, myths, imagination about the situation in Kashmir, which exists in the European Union, in our countries, in institutions, with the reality, with the facts. Terrorism in Kashmir is not problem only of India. Totally agree with my colleague, Mr. Mariani. I think it's our problem also, it's the problem of our international community, and obviously we need support India for finding of best solution for this problem. Finally, I would like to say that India is obviously biggest democracy in the world. It's the reason that we are here not as teachers or judges or prosecutors. We are here because we like to have better understanding of your problems, and in our opinion, this better understanding is the important background for our international reaction, also in the European Parliament.
First of all, it's a good sign that India has a very free press. You know, if you look at the neighboring countries of India, you won't see so much freedom and so much democracy in other parts of Asia and South Asia in particular. So this is first a good signal. Everybody has the right to say what they think, but just an element concerning my personal background. Tomorrow I'm flying to Dharamsala. I will meet for the first time His Holiness the Dalai Lama. We have been very supportive to his peaceful vision. So you can understand that I could have been shocked by these criticisms, which I understood are linked with internal Indian politics, which is not my concern.
Well, one of the EU delegations, while replying to a reporter, said that they were angry on being called Nazi lovers. This was in response to AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi, who slammed the Modi government, saying that the Modi government is sending Nazi supporters to Kashmir.
How can some journalists don't make correct job and don't see the biography of the people? I repeat, I think if we were a Nazi or something like that, or people in our respective country don't trust us. And it's completely free offense, and honestly, I don't want to interfere about the training of journalists, but you have a free press. But if I can give some advice to some of your colleagues, please study a little bit the biography of the people, except if you want to make propaganda.
Now, meanwhile, the delegations have informed that since Article 370 is an internal issue of India, they will not be submitting any reports to the European Union. The EU MPs had also advocated talks between India and Pakistan for peace. So what is the opposition's reaction to this entire incident? While the Congress termed it as a national embarrassment, the National Conference, which is led by Farooq Abdullah, had said that it was a PR stunt by the Modi government. Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra too had said that the BJP's nationalism is strange while allowing the European MPs to visit and interfere in Kashmir while Indian MPs are sent back from the airport. Even BSP leader Mayawati had said that the government should have allowed opposition party MPs to visit Jammu and Kashmir before sending EU MPs to assess the situation there.
Were brought to India by a nondescript think tank with questionable credentials to meet with Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, to visit Kashmir and to hold a press briefing. Of course, only 23 went to Kashmir on a BJP government facilitated trip as 4 members of the delegations returned back from Delhi itself. India's time-tested policy over last 72 years is that Kashmir is our internal issue and we will accept no interference or third-party mediation of any nature from any government or group of people or organization or any individual. Modi government has committed the gravest sin of reversing this policy over last 3 days. BJP government has insulted India's parliament and our democratic spirit. When our own members of parliament and leaders of opposition visit Kashmir, they are detained and deported from the airport by the present BJP government. On the other hand, BJP government is rolling out the red carpet for a private visit by EU MPs facilitated by an unknown international business broker. The obvious inferences are, first, Modi government has made a spectacle of India's diplomacy by outsourcing diplomacy to an international business broker. I repeat, Modi government has made a spectacle of India's diplomacy by outsourcing diplomacy to an international business broker. Will the Prime Minister tell as to who is Madi Sharma? What is BJP's connection to Women's Economic and Social Think Tank, as also to International Institute for Non-Aligned Studies? Why and in what capacity is Madi Sharma fixing an appointment of Prime Minister with a delegation of EU MPs on a personal visit? And why is Government of India facilitating it?
Well, some are even accusing that on one hand, the Modi government had internationalized the Kashmir matter by allowing these EU delegations to Kashmir. On the other hand, why our own Indian politicians are not allowed in the valley. And do let us know what you think in the comment box below. For more news updates, log on to www.hwnews.in.